So, we built a model railroad system from scratch. Let's turn down the volume and park the ICE over there on this railroad route over there. We have already accomplished a lot during the last weeks on our model railway system. We have finished the ring circuit that was the main topic of our last episode. That means we have created a circuit that doesn't lead directly from our track connector box to a track. Instead, the circuit is laid out ring, respectively star-shaped, so we have the central power feed here at the front. I don't think you can see that right now in the camera. Let's try. Here it is. This is our central power feed. From there, red and brown wires lead to different corners of our model railroad. Here you can see a wire coming through right here. The wire is right here by the tracks. I'll show it to you very carefully. We have created 6 power feeds in total to make sure our ICE is always well powered everywhere on the system. This here is called digital stream, which means that the electrical signal that arrives here is coming from the track connector box from the mobile station. It also means that it can pass on digital signals to the track to control the trains or to turn on and off the light and sound effects on the train. It is also used for signals when we install those on the model railroad system. So we can control them with the digital stream as well. And this works best when you have the same current everywhere on the system. And not, for example, if you have more current here in the front and less back there, or the other way around. And the exact same thing can be done with the illumination. So let's talk about some illumination facts. You can buy the illumination from Merklin or from other model railroad manufacturers, such little lanterns like these here. Here we have, for example, a platform light, which can stand here right at the platform later on. And this platform light can also be connected to the current of the mobile station. Whether that's a good idea or not is another question. The more light you connect to it, the less current is available in your track connector box. Right now it can manage up to 4 trains with sound and lights at the same time on your model railroad. Running more than 4 trains at once is going to be difficult, but you can easily manage up to 40 trains in the mobile station. So you can park up to 40 trains, but only 4 trains can drive at the same time. The more illumination you add, the more current we use up. So ultimately, less performance is left. That's why we use additional transformers for the illumination. The so-called light transformers. One possibility is this one over here. That's the Merklin Transformer from the old days. That's the Merklin Transformer with 32 VA. You can use this one as a light transformer as well. I opened it already, as you can see here. It has 4 connections at the side. 2 of them are red-brown. That's our track current. The other one, the brown-yellow one, is our light current. We can place this transformer anywhere we want. We connect it here to the power supply. We can ignore that completely. That's the velocity controller. We don't use that anymore. We control that completely digital with our mobile station. But we can connect it with power for our illumination. And this old fellow will supply us. An alternative to Merklin you might already have could be accessories to the model houses. The manufacturer Fissmann sells this one, for example. That is basically the same. It is a light transformer as well. We can use this to supply our model railroad system. Here you can see brown and yellow. Those are the 2 ports for our wires. The manufacturer Faller sells a light transformer as well. They all look very similar. You can also buy a transformer at Conrad and use this one instead of the other ones. Depending on what you want, you can choose between several manufacturers. There is one big difference. When we get our current directly from the railroad system, the lights might flicker from time to time. The reason for this is our 3-rail system, because we have here an alternating current. Other manufacturers have tracks with direct current. So to compensate for this, we can use a rectifier like this one from Faller. You put it in between and fix the problem. For example, connect it to the Merklin Transformer or to the Faller Light Transformer or to the Fissmann Transformer. That doesn't matter here. And after that, you can connect up to 10 lights to this gadget. And then the lights will not flicker at all if you combine it with Merklin current or to the current from the tracks. But that's very professional already. You won't need that in most cases. Usually the simply way, like this here, is enough. So now let's connect the good old Merklin Transformer. As I said, it might be old, but it's still up to date. In the old days, you could use them to control the velocity of the trains. Let's put it on a base, that way it is off the tracks and you can see it better. Let's switch to the other camera, so the way you can see it better. It's connected, but I cannot tell if it's turned off or on, so I unpack this little lantern here and connect it to the Merklin Transformer. I could leave it in the packaging, I just want to check if I get a light. Yellow to yellow and brown to brown. I turn it around so you can see it, press here and plug the wire in. The same is done on the other side. And if the light shines, then the power is turned on. And there it is. I better turn it off, that's always better during wiring. Now the light is connected. You can see it shine. It might flicker a bit since it is an alternating current of the transformer. As I said, if you don't want it to flicker, then you can put a rectifier in between. But you don't usually see it flicker, except when you use a cell phone camera or something like that, then you see the flickering sometimes in your videos. You shouldn't see the flickering here on this video, I think. So let's turn it off again. The same thing we did in the last episode with the ring circuit for the track current can be done with a ring circuit for the lightning current as well. For this task I get 2 distribution strips from the shelf. I have some left from our last episode. I take these and connect them to the transformer. Only this time I will use different colors to make sure I don't mix them up. I will use the color yellow and brown so that I can remember that I use these for the lighting current. I have prepared some plugs here, just like the last time. I decided which one of the 2 distribution strips is for brown and which one is for yellow. I connect the according plug and now I have to decide how many lights I want to have. I will plug this entirely with brown plugs since I want a lot of illumination coming from houses, turnout lanterns and so on. So it makes sense to full plug it. I don't do that all right now, instead I will expand that later. But we can plug them already. For better orientation, you can install this on a completely different part of the model railroad system. That way you know where the current for the railroad comes from and where the current for the Illumination comes from. I have placed some distribution strips back there, for example. You can see that quite well with the other camera. That's for the track current, because I want a tunnel here later. So if I plan that right, then I can reach through here. I leave a hatch open for my hand. That way I can connect or disconnect a wire. For example, if I want to connect a new figure or another lantern. You can move figures automatically by now. That works by the same principle. Okay, that's connected now and I put it away. I put away the wires and the sockets. I don't need that anymore. Next, I'll take a brown wire here at the side. Let's see where we want that. Peel off the insulation. Now I need my screwdriver again and then I connect the brown wire to this first plug. That's all I do for now. It is pretty much the same procedure like in the last episode, except we are not doing the wiring for the track current, but for the lighting current. If you have missed the last episode, you can watch it again and see what we have done the last time with the red and brown wires. The same with the yellow wire is connected here. I will only do a short piece for you to see how it will be done in this case. It's not a big thing. You might still remember from the last episode, not much has changed than then. We need 2 poles just like before and connect them to the lighting current. I have restless hands, just unscrew it a bit more. Now put it in, that's not a big deal. Now I have to decide where I want to connect it. I guess I will place them back there a little bit on the side. Hope you can see it in the camera. That's where I will put them. I could install them over there as well. Then I would know the track current is on this side and the lighting current is over there. It depends on what I'm planning to build there. If there would be a landscape with bad reachability, that wouldn't make sense. I could saw a hole in the board to reach it from down there. I could do that if the model railroad stands on a trestle. If it stands on a table, you might still not reach it. I guess I'll install it back there. Let's see how long the wires should be so that my lighting transformer can be right here at the side. That should be long enough. I'll shorten that. The other side will be just as long. The wires can be bought from different manufacturers. These are the original wires by Merklin, but you may as well take wires from a different manufacturer. Just make sure that they all have the same thickness. If they are too thin, you might get into trouble. Better take a thicker wire for a longer distance. This length is okay, so it's okay to use the regular thickness. By the way, you can find the correct size information on the Merklin website. And that way you can buy the Merklin wires right away. I'll wind this up a bit, so I'll do that later. I have prepared this here so far. I can use the same trick like last time. Last time I used shrink tubes to tidy up everything a little bit. I pulled the wires through, and afterwards I glued the wires to the board with hot glue. Cut into pieces with scissors. You only need a small piece, pull the wire through, and then you can glue it on. We do that 3 times now. Then we can arrange it nicely on the railroad. I'll just place it here for now. I want to show you the wiring first. I peeled off the insulation from the yellow wire, same is done with the brown wire. I could connect that with plugs, but that's not necessary in this case. And now I can connect it to this. No, that's the Merklin. I'll show you the Fissmann transformer. Let's unpack it. That's what they look like. Compared to the other one, it's all the same. Just the control unit is missing. The Feller transformer looks the same. Here you can see it. The wiring is the same as well. If you connect brown and yellow, the yellow wires goes here and the brown wires go in there. Easy that way. Easy as that. If you have a look at the Merklin model, then you would connect the yellow wire to the yellow port and the brown one to the brown port. It's important that you have 2 brown ports at the Merklin model. One is for the track current, the other one is for the lighting current. So take the brown port next to the yellow one. That way everything is correct. Put this in here at the side so that you can see it. I think you can see it now clearly. Simply put the 2 wires in here. I will redo that later to make it look nice. But that's enough for now, just for the basic understanding. I can put a socket to this lamp, that's also very important. You can extend the wires if they are too short. That might be the case for this lamp. That's what these sockets, these yellow sockets are for. Do we have yellow sockets? Yellow sockets, let's see. If I can find yellow sockets somewhere, I do have brown sockets, let's check. I do not find yellow sockets. Then gray has to do the job. That's what the sockets look like. You can connect them with a plug and that way you can extend wires. I'll demonstrate that with a brown wire. I'll put a socket on that, respectively a plug and then a socket. You should be able to see that in a second. That way you can extend the wires. That goes in here. Make it a bit shorter. And that was a pitiful attempt to attach a plug. You have to be patient. Do the same for the yellow one on the other side. I'll do the exact same thing. That's how they are connected. I'm trying to show everything into the camera for you to see everything that I'm done here. Screw it tight. Now your lamp is connected. I could extend that with a socket, but to show you the idea, I'll put that little lamp over there and connect it to the yellow strip and to the brown strip as well. Remember, they must not touch each other. It will result a short circuit and that would be bad. So place them apart from each other to make sure they do not touch. I'll place this over there so that you can see it. These two strips must not touch. Now we connect it here and you can see our lantern is already on. We can use that to illuminate our model railroad system. I will start with the easy stuff. I want my turnouts to be illuminated. I would really enjoy that. I can use this Turnout Lantern Kit. You can buy this as a universal kit for left and right turnouts, so you don't have to pay attention to do anything. With this kit we can illuminate a turnout. Let's see if I have a turnout here. Let's take out this one. That way we can upgrade our turnout a little, make it a bit fancier. You can see this little hole at the side. This is the manual hand lever. I will leave it on. Now I can unpack the lantern. That's a bit DIY fun in between. This here are the instructions. They show you how the turnout lantern is installed. It is really easy. Simply stick through this plastic piece, this transparent piece, and then add a small LED lamp. Let's unpack it. That's what it looks like. Might take 5 to 6 minutes to install. Let's see if we have time. Yes, I think we have enough time for that. So let's unpack it. I hope you can see it. I guess you can see what's inside. There are plugs, that's good, the wire with the LED lamp, and it contains 2 turnout lanterns. So you can upgrade even 2 turnouts. I need only 1 LED lamp now. I put the other one aside for now. Here are the small transparent spikes, and here we have the insertion for the LED lamp. This is the top part that you need to break out in a moment. Depending on whether you have a left or right turnout, you either take this one or the other. It is described on the side. That's for the right turnout. Here it says right. Then this one is for the left turnout. What we do have here? Yeah, we have a right turnout. So we need the kit for the right turnout. The left turnout is over there. So let's put this over there then. And that's going to be the right turnout. We have 2 in here. It could be that you have 2 left turnouts. Let's check the instructions to make sure we do everything right. Let's start with this transparent piece. It must be inserted into the turnout with the top right here to the side. You can change that again afterwards. That's where it has to go, right here on the side. Here you can see it. I have clamped it in there, this little plastic spike. I hold it tight for now. Now let's turn it. Now we need the light diffuser, that's this transparent piece of plastic. This is placed on top. One side has a hole, the other side does not. There's only one way to place it on top because one side is a bit longer than the other one. It's more a rectangle than a cube and it's on top already. The light diffuser is connected. If I move this piece should move as well. But I did it wrong. I'll put it out a little bit so that I can snap it into place. Here at the front is a small plastic wire or plastic plug. I have to remove this first. I've already put that into very firmly. It is the exact wrong way around. I have to click it down a bit, sorry. What does not fit is made to fit. Now it is in there correctly. So now you can see that this luminous piece is turning as well. The next piece is I could place this left-right symbol on there now. But before I do that, I want to insert the LED light. Let's check which way we have to place it on top. If the manual hand lever is on this side, it has to be straight. If it is showing this way, it has to be on the other way. What did I do? I put it there the wrong way. What did I do? I put it on there the wrong way. Is that right? Yes, that's a typical situation. I strongly recommend not to do live shows and read the instructions at the same time. Okay, let's take it down. I have to be careful. That's the demonstration effect. At least we have learned something. Let's put it back there. This time we do it right. First, insert the spike right back where it was. Then snap it in there. That is correct. You can see that's moving and that's right. Can you see it? Now hold it, and we said if the spike is showing this way downwards, no wait, we did it right after all. That's a left turnout, or is it a right turnout? I'm not sure. Now move that over there. Now it's straight. Oh no, very difficult work, but that's part of it. Now it is correct. We did it right this time. Here you can see it straight and going to the side. The turnout is supposed to be closed or not. Well, not closed, but straight or divergent. Now we continue with the lantern housing. We have to be careful. Is it a left turnout or a right turnout? We have the right turnout here, so we need the right turnout lantern housing. We break it out of here, and now we put it on top. Let's check where exactly. The symbol showing to turn right must be seen by the train conductor when he is passing by. That way it is correct. Hooray, I did it right. Straight and divergent right, is it? Hold it into the camera for you to see. Everything fits. Okay, the last task, we have to install the LED board into the frame. You have one for left turnouts and one for right turnouts as well. This one is the version with the letter R for right, and this version is the letter L for left. Here on the side, where it is, there it is. Here it says L, and there it says R. And now we need R. And now we take the LED and pull it through. So this piece here must be pulled through here together with both wires. We click it into the frame. I hope I'm doing this right. Yes, that's right. I think after the third lantern, you know what to do. Usually you upgrade more than one. Best if you upgrade all of them. In our case, it's 4 turnouts. This piece has to go in there the other way around, like this. The wire goes through here and it is supposed to click. Now click and it's done. Not there yet. If it doesn't click, then it's not right. It has to click, that's saying in the instructions. Now it clicked, and again, and again. Now it is in there tight. Now the whole thing is connected. So let's turn it around. All of this must be installed in the turnout. I turn it around. Where do we have room? That's a different turnout we have there. You have to think differently. Supposing this is our top part here on the side, then this has to go on there, this way around, the lighting unit to the top. So this has to go in there like this. Yes, that's right. Here is the drill hole. Let's screw it in tight. The screws are somewhere here as well. Here they are. Now we can screw this tight with this screw. I need another screwdriver. This one is slotted. All right, screw it in here, right in the drill hole. That's where this squares goes. Insert it this way, and now we screw it tight. Lay the part straight down with a bigger screwdriver. It gets even easier. Where's this one? Let's take this one. This one is too big, but should be okay. It even fits very well. Screw this to the turnout. If you did everything right, we have an illuminated turnout lantern. All we have to do now is to add a wire, respectively a plug. Screw this one in there. It goes here on the side. The yellow plug onto the yellow wire and the brown plug onto the brown wire. Almost done. What does the clock say? We still have some time left. I hope you're still there. Now I can connect this to my distribution strips here. I turn this off briefly so that I can bring them over to me. I unplug the lantern and place it beside the turnout so that you can see it in a minute. That's better. Now I connect the turnout to the yellow distribution strip and the brown wire to the brown distribution strip. I put them both back up here, that way you can see them better. Be careful that they don't touch, that's important. I reconnect the turnout. I don't have to do it, the lantern gets electricity from the transformer. If I connect that, you can see right away the lantern is shining. I'm not sure if you can see it, maybe now? Now you can see it. The lantern is shining. It is shining right here at the side. The first lantern is connected. And even if my mobile station is turned off, the train cannot drive right now, everything is turned off. My lanterns can still shine. We have a separate circuit. We have a track current and a lighting current. This way we have a better power supply. I have one turnout lantern left. I can install it over there to this left turnout. I bought a second turnout lantern kit. I can use it for my 2 turnouts in the train station, which are under here. And then I have finished my first 4 lights on my model railroad. Now it's getting a little more comfortable. We do that in the next episode. Maybe I'll prepare that, since we want to do some landscaping. We want to build a mountain here and also a tunnel. I want houses too, and just everything else that goes with it. So until the next episode, take care and goodbye.